Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. You guys know what time it is. It's that time of year where I need to address the old Tiger Fitness thing again because people are bringing it up years after the fact and saying, Jason, you're so hard on the supplement industry and people selling supplements, but you supported Tiger Fitness at one time. You endorsed them. You know what? Been a long time, and I guess people have forgotten when I denounced the company and took all that stuff down years ago and apologized for it. I want to talk to you guys for just a few minutes about why I'm making this choice to remove my Tiger Fitness affiliate link. This is something I had planned to do several days ago, and I realized I needed to do by the end of the weekend to go ahead and announce it and why I'm doing it, so that people understand of what my actual motives are here. It has nothing to do with Mark's responses directly, although this conversation did come up with the whole offer to go to the Arnold, because I was laying in bed chatting with my girlfriend about things like business ethics, what I'm trying to do with my outreach here. So let me put on my +5 out of weaponsmithing, work on skilling up my crafting a little bit, and let's talk about this. Yeah, guys, but here's the thing. For a short period of time, you're correct, and I'm going to give you guys the storyline and the timeline behind it. I did support a supplement company while stating I did not endorse all of their products. I endorsed a small handful of their products, right? That's what I did. And I not only took that all down, I apologized to my fans for doing that 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I apologized for that and apologized for my hypocrisy, and I never went back on it. So it's kind of weird that people do that. They're like, man, that's hypocritical to apologize for your own hypocrisy and to stay the course for 3 years. I don't think that's very hypocritical, man. That's like saying, you know what, guys, I've talked about alcoholism, and I know I've got a drinking problem myself, so I decided to quit drinking, and I haven't had a drop of alcohol, and I haven't told people to drink alcohol in 3 years. That didn't call them a hypocrite. You know, it's like, I haven't really endorsed the supplement business, and I haven't endorsed that company in 3 years, guys. It's been a long time. So how did it happen? And you know, the thing is, I haven't really flip-flopped that much. People are like, oh, you flip-flop on this. No, I don't. I have a range of I'm generally unfavorable against the supplement industry, and I have been since the very first day I started YouTube, over 6 years ago, right? I have generally had an unfavorable view. Where I have shifted is the amount of leeway I'm willing to give the supplement industry, right? I tend to go back and forth a little bit on how much leeway I'm willing to give them. And I base a lot of that upon the evidence and what's going on in the world and the scientific literature. I mean, I keep up with what's going on. And as more and more products get found to have no real benefits, my stance does tend to change based upon studies and meta-analysis saying, oh, this thing that might have worked, we thought it might have worked, doesn't, right? And that's not flip-flopping, that's called staying current. So how did that happen? You guys know I was pretty harsh. I had gone through a period where I was getting really harsh on the supplement industry to the point where there had been lawsuits and everything involved. And you guys recall, Lobliner sent me 2 different tubs of MTS Whey. Now, I was not paid. He did not offer me anything at the time to do that. They were sent to me for free, and he said, you know what, if you don't like them, if you think they taste like crap, feel free to say so. And I did. I drank them, and they were actually pretty good. I mean, as much as I might say, hey, I don't really care for this company, I have to be honest in my assessment that their whey proteins taste actually pretty good. They actually taste pretty good. To be fair, their cookies and cream is actually pretty good. Their red velvet cake is actually pretty good. They're above average. They're above average. So, you know, I mean, I can't knock that end of it. The stuff does legitimately taste good as far as protein shakes are concerned, because a lot of protein shakes aren't all that palatable. And I'm not saying they're as good as awesome food, but, you know, they're actually decently good. But what ultimately happened after I did that, then I came back to Texas, right? Almost 4 years ago, came back to Texas, went through a move. He had sent me that stuff when I was living abroad, and he offered me an affiliate. He said, hey, I want you to be an affiliate, you know. I mean, I'll keep sending you some free protein and stuff, and you just do an affiliate link, and you only need to endorse what you want to endorse with our company. And that's what I did. And what ended up happening, I was telling people, look, okay, you can use my link, buy this stuff, but you know, I don't endorse certain products. You know, this is what I endorse, the protein powder, maybe the creatine. You know, I don't endorse all these other products that are over here. I'm not a fan. I don't think they work. And then, you know, people were kind of saying, hey, but you know, people are buying those products with your link, so you're endorsing products that you don't believe in indirectly. And I started looking at that, looking at the ethics of that, and eventually, after a few months, I pulled all that. I pulled all my links in. I went through every single video, deleted the links, and told people later, look, I didn't want to support all that stuff, that I was done with that. I was done with that, and I apologized to my people. I apologized to everybody and said, you know what, I'm not going to do this again. Unless something really good comes along that I truly believe in, and it still hasn't happened yet, 3 years later, I'm not endorsing a supplement company really. Again, yes, I do use a little protein, I do use a little creatine, that's all I use. Because the reality is supplements for the most part don't really work. They don't work. More and more studies show things that we thought might work don't even work. You know, we know that branched chain amino acids do not work now. We're starting to see stuff that fish oil might not even have the health benefits we thought it had with more long-term studies. You know, we're getting more and more data showing a lot of this stuff isn't all it's cracked up to be. And at the end of the day, you have to remember, what do even people like Lane Norton, who is a shill for the industry, who hates me, even he got up and said supplements, all we're trying to do when designing supplements is help lifters and athletes find a 0.5% advantage somewhere. You guys understand that you will not be able to feel a 0.5% advantage? In other words, if you're getting what they're looking for as a best case miracle supplement, you probably aren't going to notice a difference on it. In other words, it's just giving that final little tiny thing. There is no way that supplements, even if they work the way they're supposed to, will actually take you to the next level. Like if you're at this level, they're not going to take you to the next level. They can't. Only drugs can do that. Supplements are not going to do that. Any supplement capable of doing that will be outlawed almost immediately because it will be a drug. You're looking for that little tiny edge. And the reality is, look, I am a full-time YouTuber. I'm technically not a recreational lifter at this point. My results of what I'm doing with my own training, with my own fat loss, all this stuff right now, if I really and truly thought that supplements worked, I'd be the first one using a bunch of them. Why? Because my actual income could be affected by it. In other words, that's a financial investment that I could see a financial return on my investment from, that I would actually make money off of, not just results just because I want them. That would affect my income. And then if it actually really did help me and I felt that it did work and did help take me to the next level, what would happen? I would make more money, and then I could tell people, and then I could end up endorsing a product and selling a product, and guess what? I would make more money off the back end by helping sell it to my followers. I don't see anything out there that's legal or that can be gotten without a prescription that will really do that. So all of that being said, look, if this stuff actually worked, it would be in my best interest financially to use it. It would be in my best interest financially to use it, see the results, and then sell it to you guys, wouldn't it? I would make money and be actually helping people if that was true. I can't really find supplements that will take you to the next level. What do I use? I use a little whey protein sometimes, and I use creatine on my training days. My monthly creatine bill is about $2 a month. Maybe $3, I don't know. I'd need to do the math on my spreadsheet. It's not very expensive. Whey protein is just a filler. It's just kind of what I'm eating to keep my protein higher sometimes when I don't want to eat more chicken that day. You know, at the end of the day, none of that really takes you to the next level. They do kind of what they're supposed to do. But at the end of the day, guys, let's be realistic here. If I really thought this stuff worked, because my actual income is tied to this at this point, guys. My income, my livelihood is tied to this. If there were supplements that really and truly worked good and got results, I would be using them because I would make money off of it directly just by getting better results, and then I'd make money again selling them to you guys. But in the meantime, the stuff that really and truly works isn't there. It's just not there. Drugs are what work, and that's the thing, guys. I can't use a bunch of drugs and then endorse a bunch of drugs and then sell you guys a bunch of drugs. No, nobody wins. That's not the world we live in. So there we have it, guys. So I mean, ultimately, that's where my stance is. And remember that when people say, "Oh, you're just biased against supplements," no, it's not just bias. It's the fact that if I believed that they worked, I could cash in on that on multiple levels and actually still be a good guy. Problem is, I can't find the ones that actually work. The research just isn't there to back it. It's all, for the most part, 98%, 99% snake oil. A couple things seem to work, and they just help a little bit. Creatine and whey protein. And it's kind of hard for me to market and sell those, isn't it? Everyone's already got those things out. So, you know, it is what it is. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.